So, Karthik,
Yeah.
would love to know when you started your entrepreneur journey and you started your own, I would say, company. Would like to know the story behind the naming of the company.
Okay, that's an interesting one actually. A lot of times when I say tier 2 digital, people think that we are catering to like, the tier 2 geography, right? Like tier 2 towns and cities and all that. And interestingly, at some point, we even kind of tried to pivot our business to like cater to that audience. Okay, now that we are like kind of like seen as this, so that the idea behind that was, when I was toying with this idea, right? Like, should I start this or not? I spoke to a lot of other like marketers, okay, and many of them had the same issue. They outsourced like agencies, and they still have to spend a lot of time with them. So the problem was like, being clear. Okay, maybe it's a good thing to start with this as the objective. And then we realized like who are the people that we would be working with if we are like trying to do this. We're going to go after like larger engagement similar to the one that I was leading when I was like working in this consulting firm. So we're going to go after like those kind of larger people. And when we go as a big agency, we may not need anyone else, right? Like there's a large client and there's a large agency, they can work with them fairly well. What we were trying to do was like try and see if we can take up a lot of small small agencies, freelancers, a lot of like people who may not have that kind of like bandwidth, or may not have a decent process. They may not even have like, maybe like communication is a barrier, whatever it is that they don't have. We were trying to like bring all of them together. So it was a platform for second tier agencies, right? Like bring all of them together and deliver on large engagements. This was the whole concept. And I found this name to be like unique because it was not used by anyone, right? Like all the creative digital oriented names were all like very very common. So this was different, it was new, so went with that.